Welcome to Stocking the Pantry with Hal. It's a series of videos, articles, and my ramblings produced in cooperation with the Point Defiance Ruston Senior Center. Our goal is to provide information and resources to help everyone to be better prepared and reduce food waste. So let's get started. For the last few sessions, we've been exploring using our winter pantry. It's based on the concepts that our ancestors, not that long ago, would try to set aside things that would keep for a while to get them through the winter. Sometimes, more often than not, especially in the early days, it was a matter of life and death. Now, as the experiences that we've had during the COVID pandemic, sometimes our food chain is interrupted even in this day and time. And so having some long-term storage things put aside and knowing how to use them has become more obvious that that's a skill that everyone should have. So today we're going to be working with carrots again. Last time we did pickled carrots. That would be the kind of thing you'd make when they come right out of the ground at harvest. But you could also make them for more long-term storage in a treat that would be excellent for the holidays, and that would be carrot cake jam. And these can be made at the harvest time, or they can be made from fruits and items that you have in storage. So let's begin. First of all, the basis would be carrots. Now, these carrots are some that I have been experimenting with making a little root cellar, basically a sandbox in a cool part of my basement. And you can see that they're still very firm. They've been in there for 3 or 4 months. Second item would be apples. Now, these have been cut for a while, so they're starting to brown a little bit, but they're still perfectly good, fairly crispy. But I don't know if you can see it or not, but the skin is becoming a little wrinkled. And so these are the kind of things when the apples would start getting that way, folks might take them out and dehydrate them or turn them into another product. And then pineapple, crushed pineapple. Now, it might be very surprising, but depending on where you lived in the country, pineapple was available very early on, even as early in the colonial days. And pineapple, fresh pineapple, can be canned at home. And we're going to have a link at the end of the video where you can go and look at a recipe for canning your own pineapple. And spices. So this uses nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves. And so every kitchen would have as well stocked a pantry of herbs as possible. And sugar. Sugar was also something that homesteads and families would try to have a lot of. And orange juice is another ingredient. And these could be, the oranges could be slightly withered, but you're just using the juice, and in other recipes, a little bit of the peel. In the original recipe, there was twice as much sugar because it used regular pectin. But as you folks know from watching previous videos, we use Pomona's pectin almost exclusively because you can reduce the sugar a great deal. So the other ingredient that's on the tray is the calcium water, which will be added when we're almost done cooking it. So now we're going to go ahead and show you what the product would look like when it's fully done. And you can see all the beautiful parts of it. The carrots and the apples and the pineapple. So we're going to put everything in the kettle, and then it cooks for 20 minutes. And then we'll come back and can it. We're going to go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients, including the orange juice and the spices. And we hold the sugar and the calcium water for later. So let's take this over to the stove. And as you can see, maybe if I turn it this way, you can see it's a beautiful, beautiful jam that's already setting up. It's going to make a wonderful treat. It's perfect for the holidays. It's exactly the kind of thing that folks would do with their stored fruit in order to make the dark winters a little bit more festive. And thank you for joining us, and please come back to our virtual canning parties. Thank you for sharing this time with us. If you'd like more information about the Center for Food Preservation Arts, including more recipes, check out our website at preservefoods.blogspot.com and follow us on Facebook so you get notifications of upcoming articles, videos, and events. And we hope to see you back here for our next virtual canning party.